Welcome to the Cal Corporation's series of videos about software engineering. The topic of this video is the macros used by the C++ preprocessor. Before proceeding, make sure that you have already watched these other videos first. When your source file is being compiled, the first thing that the compiler does is to run a preprocessor step. That preprocessor causes your source file to be as if it had been typed in a slightly different way. For example, the preprocessor would recognize this include directive and treat your file as if you had actually typed the entire content of that header file. When you have code that is lengthy and repetitious, you can save typing by replacing those portions of code with the usage of a macro. Macros are still available, but modern engineers sometimes discourage macros because they favor using other techniques instead. In particular, macro processing does not do any kind of expression evaluation. The preprocessor is only just a substitute for the programmer's typing. Consequently, a generous usage of parentheses around expressions can avoid accidental expression errors when that typing replacement occurs. If you want a macro to span multiple code lines, write a backslash symbol at the end of each line of the macro, except the final one. A macro can be parameterized, similar to how a function accepts parameters. However, unlike with functions, the preprocessor is not aware of types. These parameters only serve to guide how the programmer's typing is to be substituted. If a preprocessor macro has been written to accept a parameter, its client is allowed to pass nothingness. A preprocessor macro can be written to accept a variable number of macro parameters. This is called a variadic macro.